The Spanish flu. The deadliest pandemic in history didn't start in Spain. It started in Kansas, and the U.S. government knew soldiers were getting sick, but shipped them overseas anyway. In January 1918, a mysterious respiratory illness appeared in Haskell County, Kansas. Local doctor Loring Minor was alarmed enough to warn the U.S. Public Health Service, but his warning was ignored. 2 months later, on March 4th, an Army cook named Albert Gitchell reported to the infirmary at Camp Funston, a military training base in Kansas. He had a fever, sore throat, and aching muscles. Within a week, 522 soldiers at the camp were sick. The timing couldn't have been worse. The United States had just entered World War I. Hundreds of thousands of young men were being shipped to Europe, and the virus traveled with them. By April, the disease had reached France. By May, it had spread across Europe. And by summer, it had circled the globe. But no one knew how bad it really was. The US, Britain, France, and Germany were all censoring their newspapers to maintain wartime morale. Any report of mass illness among troops was suppressed. Spain, which was neutral in the war, had no such censorship. So when Spanish newspapers reported the outbreak, the world assumed that's where it started. They called it the Spanish flu. But it was a lie that stuck. The first wave was mild. The second wave, in the fall of 1918, was catastrophic. The virus had mutated. Victims developed fevers and struggled to breathe. Their skin turned blue, then purple, then black as oxygen left their bodies. Doctors called it the Purple Death. Patients drowned in their own fluids, sometimes within hours of showing symptoms. And unlike normal influenza, this strain killed the young and healthy. People aged 20 to 40 died at the highest rates, their own immune systems turning against them in what scientists now call a cytokine storm. In Philadelphia, city officials ignored warnings and held a massive parade on September 28th. Within days, hospitals were overwhelmed. Within weeks, 12,000 were dead. By the time it was over, the Spanish flu had infected 1/3 of the world's population, 500 million people. Death toll estimates range from 25 to 100 million, more than World War I, World War II, Korea, and Vietnam combined. The war killed 17 million. The virus they helped spread killed at least 3 times that, and it all started with a sick cook in Kansas and a government that decided troop movements mattered more than a warning from a country doctor.